beep, beep, beep. Because he likes the beeps, though.
Oh.
Here we are for a special episode of Unreal Talk. And as you'll note by our rocking of b-boy stances, there's been some annoyance and frustration up in this house.
And a lot of fright. Mostly frustration and annoyance at this point.
Big puddle of urine right next to me.
Yes. Fuck Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 3. We decided to do a little Let's Play. Somehow the audio got saved, but not the video. You know, maybe that can be corrected. Maybe they can retrieve the stuff. Or we'll just put clips of the game over what was actually, you know...
Yeah, and, oh my god, it is a scary game, but once you're a few minutes in and you've played the same level like 3 times, you go, none of this is scary anymore.
Yeah, after being stuck on night 4 for several tries, you know, none of it was really that... It was like, okay, well, this is going to happen now. Like, oh, wait, he's standing there. Don't let the thing drop. Oh, my God, you let the thing drop. Why did you... Oh, now he's got you. Like, there's an error. Keep staring at it.
Yeah, there was nothing we could do. It was like,
Now, granted, that might be just because we're fuck-ups. I'm not ruling that possibility out at all.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you any options. It's like the little bunny thing is standing there and it's staring at you, and you get 2 options. You can either click on the camera and try to use audio to distract it, or you can look away from it. And if you look away, it just moves closer to you. And then if you do anything else, it kills you. So it's...
Yeah, you're kind of
fuck
stuck,
am I supposed to do?
You know, a whole don't blink thing. You stare at it and you stare at it, and then something goes wrong and you have to look away, and then all of a sudden, boogity boogity. But, you know, all in all, as a puzzle game, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. I had this theory that if you use the camera more than anything else, that you won't get jumped upon. I was apparently wrong, but it was a theory. That's... A game theory.
Hey, no, no, we're not plugging anybody else.
Hey now.
Not with that sponsorship deal.
But,
well, if we're going to go that way, then we should run an experiment.
Oh.
A spoony experiment.
A spoony experiment.
You drop names, I drop names, whatever.
It happens. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's was it's good.
Mm-hmm.
For $8, it's great.
Yeah, I mean,
but
that really is like. I mean, a lot of people run to that as kind of a shelter, like, oh, it's only $8. What do you expect? But you know, for $8, that's actually, you know, that's a game that could take you a while to get through. You know, it's a nice.
Yeah, I mean, we played it for a good hour, and 40 minutes of that was game to night 4, and then it was just night 4 and night 4, and
yeah, there was a couple of things that kind of popped up, and it was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that, because, you know, they tell you there's only one animatronic, but maybe you're just seeing things.
I'm actually seeing if there's anything that we can do for night 4 to do it, because there's nothing there in night 4. Nope, there's nothing that says anything about night 4.
Even in a game like this, a walkthrough wouldn't help, because it's all just randomized AI stuff, and then all of a sudden, boogity!
Actually, in the first one, they all follow an AI pattern.
But it's still AI.
Yes, it is. But, yeah, it was...
Definitely something.
Kind of yeah, definitely. Yes! Thank you.
I've been driven to drink by this game.
Snowberry tea.
I've got kiwi strawberry Hawaiian punch flavor mix.
I don't know what a snowberry is. Do you know what a snowberry is? I know what you're thinking a snowberry is.
You gotta go to my other channel on RedTube, and I'll show you what a snowberry is. There's the whole thing.
That's called
It's kind of like a snowball, but there's a teabagging aspect. Don't worry about it. If you need to know, you'll find out. If not...
That one's called Blade Clan with tits, right?
That's right. Nice tits. So yeah, I mean, really, that's all there really is to talk about as far as Five Nights at Freddy's goes, but, you know, it just brings up so many other questions of independent game developers and, you know, where the future of gaming's going.
Yeah, because right now with gaming,
It's all kind of a return to form. I mean, if you really think
it
about
is. It's going back to people being more explorative with
Yeah.
their games instead of going, oh, well, let's follow the same example that Mario, Final Fantasy, and all the greats have set. Let's go do something a little bit different. Although,
But even then, it was like there was some guy who programmed a game in his basement and put it on a floppy disk with a little piece of paper in a Ziploc bag and was like, buy my game, $5. And everyone's like, fuck yeah, $5.
yeah.
And it's doing that all over again.
Yeah, that's what Kickstarter's for. I mean, there is the game Mighty Number 9 coming out. And it's made by a AAA developer, but it's not a AAA game. It's an indie game.
Yeah, somebody came up with the idea, somebody else thought it'd be a good idea, and gave them a boatload of money for it.
Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need a Kickstarter.
Yeah. That'd be great, you know? Kickstart to just get
Dave
us...
needs money.
Yeah, just kickstart us to get us a giant house and record things all day. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible to do what we're doing for a living. I mean, people can do it. I've seen it done. I watch videos routinely of people who talk about how it can be done.
Yeah, I know. I've seen metrics that say people who are on YouTube that make $8.2 million a year.
And then there's things like Patreon, which I've heard good things about that. I was looking at some of the video producers that I watch that actually do Patreon, and they actually get a pretty fair bit of money out of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do. Disney has a whole bunch of stuff that they've paired with YouTubers.
This is Brian telling me he's not going to bug me while we're filming.
Yeah.
Shame on you. And don't edit that out. I'll know.
Yeah.
Editor.
Well, depends on which editor it goes to.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know.
Because if it's our editor, well then,
Yeah.
he definitely won't edit it out. He'll make it even funnier.
He'll put like a frowny face on it or something.
Yeah, just big frowny face right in the middle. He's gonna put a picture of Brian right here, just right here, and it's gonna have a frowny face and dicks, but they're gonna be censored dicks because YouTube. Yeah, but censored dicks. So they're gonna be big black bars,
or just pictures of Richard Nixon.
Yes, Richard Nixon everywhere.
Dick all over this White House.
Just Nixon filling the screen.
But yeah, it was fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was enjoying the overall experience of playing. But,
scaring the shit out of me.
Yeah, I was getting him freaked out. That was even funnier than actually playing the game. Just being like, hey, did you see that? Like, hey, what was that over there? He's like, what are you talking about?
When, but we lost all that video and,
Well, maybe there's a way to fix it or do something else with it. I don't know.
Maybe.
But, you know, that's the funny thing about jump scares in general. It's like you watch a movie and there's a jump scare, and the first time you go, "Whoo!" and the next time you go, "Whoo!" and then the third time you're like, "Aha!"
Yeah, it was great because the first time I'm like, ah, ah, ah. Then it was like, okay, and then after that it was like, yeah, okay, I'm about to die.
And then I was like, "Hey, turn to the left," and then he did, and it was like, and I was like, "Ha ha!"
Yep. And see Freddy just...
Yeah. I would put a spoiler warning on this, but honestly, you know what you're getting into. There's already thousands of videos on YouTube with thousands of views. Most people are probably going to click on this, watch the first 5 minutes, realize we're not actually playing, and then turn it off.
Yep.
But that still counts as a view.
It does. However, YouTube algorithm says that views don't matter. It's the length of time that they view your channel.
Yeah, it all comes down to length.
Yeah, everything always comes down to length, doesn't it?
But, you know, that's kind of why I gave up on the idea of, you know, making a living on YouTube. Because there was just so much shit that had to go into it, and we were making good quality videos, and we were getting good views, but we weren't making any money off of it. So, I mean, after a while it was like, well, why are we breaking our brains trying to make this fitness show when we could just get in front of a camera and straight bullshit for an hour or so?
Yeah, pretty much what happens is people will make a video, they'll do something, it goes viral, and then they're done. You said you didn't want to plug anyone, but it's kind of funny how this happens. So there's Jacksepticeye, which he's pretty funny, and he had, a few thousand or a few thousand subscribers or whatever, and then he got noticed by Markiplier, and Markiplier said something about him in a video.
And then everybody went and saw
it. Then, boom, 2 million subscribers for Jacksepticeye. Yeah. It's like, what?
And it is possible to, really pick it up. I mean, like, I made my one channel that has the music videos on it, and that's got almost 1,000 views cumulatively in my 3 music videos. But a lot of that was because I went on Twitter way back when, and I sent a tweet to Linkara, who does the comic book reviews, Atop the Fourth Wall. It's one of my favorite shows to watch. Mm-hmm. But I sent him a thing, and I was like, hey, can you retweet this? Because, you're a fan of Firefly, and I'm guessing you at least like MC Chris in a peripheral sense.
Yeah.
Because he's a nerd rapper, and he's rapping about Han Solo, and who doesn't love Han Solo? So I made a music video of the song Han Solo with clips of Captain Reynolds from Firefly.
Yeah.
And he retweeted it, and, numbers went flying.
Yeah, Snap, on his channel, he made a music video for someone, and it has over 200,000 views.
Although I will also say, not to brag or nothing, except I am bragging a lot, making that music video actually got me on MC Chris's friends list. Not the band page, his personal...
Nice!
Yeah. I sent him a friend request, and I forgot about it, and then I made the video, and I linked it to his page, and it was like, MC Chris has accepted your friend request. And I'm like, I thought I was on his page already. And yeah, it turns out his actual honest-to-God Facebook page.
That's pretty damn cool.
I mean, I want to do some more videos. I think I'm going to start doing that with my free time on Graveyard, maybe. Maybe smack the cat, because he might be doing something stupid in a moment.
Oh, yeah, that happens with cats.
As long as he doesn't blow the camera up, it doesn't really matter.
Damn gatos.
Because then we're going to have to work with the GoPro, which only records so much at a time, and it's... for everyone that says they're really cool cameras, they're kind of... I mean, like, I've been vastly underwhelmed.
Yeah, every time I've had it, it was a bunch of setup for, 5 minutes of video. Mm-hmm. Which, speaking of bunch of setup, we were going to record a bunch of other things. I mean, I'm kind of on a time constraint a little bit, but... Yeah, we were going to record more, and Five Nights at Freddy's took literally 2 hours to set up. We recorded for an hour, and then nothing. Nothing came out of it.
Nothing at all. See, the problem is, there was problems with the stream, and then there was problems with the camera bouncing around, because the cat's on the fridge. So, who knows if we're even still in the appropriate frame, but it's cool. But yeah, we had some problems with the game linking up to the video capture, and then the audio capture was kind of goofy, and then they were both kind of off. So yeah,
it was.
I mean, it's just been a comedy of errors. We probably gotten more views if I just left the camera on while we were trying to figure out how to make this work.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, look at these two idiots trying to get this working," because that's
it's like banging rocks together to try and make fire.
It's kind of weird too, because we're both half of our respective channels right now.
Yeah.
Because there's Unreal Talk, then there's Killsteel Gaming, and I'm one half of my channel, and one half of his channel.
I think we've got the better halves right here. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
I tried to get Snap to play Five Nights at Freddy's as well, and he played through the first night, and then he's like, "Oh, company came over," and that's the last I heard about him playing Five Nights at Freddy's. So I feel that he was like, "Yeah, I could play this, but I don't feel like shitting myself."
And it's really, I mean, I didn't find it all that bad. There was a couple of points where I did jump a little bit, but that was just like, okay.
There was one where he was straight like, whoa, but it was just Foxy jumping out. And Chica too. Yeah, but those were the two scary ones. It was just,
It's like, we're so busy looking at other things, and then we turn the camera, and it's like, bah! And it was like, okay, I didn't see that coming, so yeah.
Yeah.
That was effective.
The first one, it was like, hello, well, you need to, bah!
Yeah, right in the middle of the instructional video, I'm listening, and I'm like, yeah, nothing's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden, poof.
Yeah, and then this other time, I'm at almost 4 a.m. because it went to 4 a.m. right after Chica attacked me. And I go to the camera and two systems pop off. I go over, I restart them. I switch back over. This two systems pop off again. I switch back and I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah. That was actually pretty funny, though. I mean, it's a good experience, and I can see why people like playing it. Because there are plenty of people out there that haven't been watching horror movies their whole lives, that aren't quite as desensitized as us two, who are actually, like, hiding behind their couches while the menu screen pops up. Because it's doing the whole, 9 Inch Nails video stuff.
Yeah. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm talking to my editor because I kind of have to. Because it failed!
Yeah. He's just writing a fucking hate letter of diatribing, speak of yelling and...
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? How are we going to fix this? And he's like, well, I can try things. And I'm like, things? Yes. And he's like, fuck the program. And I'm like, fuck the program because the program we used has just been a bitch for us. And blah!
Yeah. Although it does make me wonder, though, why none of these Five Nights games ever came out on the consoles. I mean, I know they don't. They probably wouldn't translate well as far as the controls.
I think it's the controls that causes it to not do that. Now, actually, I think I have some video from Five Nights.
Yeah, we've got...
So let's do that. And well, that's from my girlfriend playing it, and that was not pleasant for her.
But did she see the puppet?
No, that's something that happened to me. The marionette appeared, and I was like, oh, God, and then it disappeared, and it was scary.
For a half second was, ooh, wait a minute. And then all of a sudden, face in the screen, it wouldn't go away, a system shut down, and then the face went away, and boom, evil bunny. Or isn't it Bunny's name Stitches?
I don't know. Is it Stitches?
I've heard it. Bless you.
Oh, hi, cat.
Oh, hi, kitty. Yeah, also, having missed out on... Maybe the audio can be fixed, but I made an awful lot of pretty good room jokes. You know.
Oh, this is a nice, soft cat. This is the one that was eating you last time, isn't it?
Yeah. He's the social one. The other one won't even come out here.
You're like a small version of my gray cat, but you're black.
Mm-hmm. He's black and he's proud.
just because. This is how awesome my editor is. He said, send me something and I'll Chef Ramsay that shit.
So wait, he's going to call up the company and call them all assholes?
And then teach them how to do their job better. Yell at them. Say they're fucking retarded.
Are you taking the piss out, mate?
They're fucking twits. And then it'll all be good.
Why are you acting like a fucking asshole? I've actually been watching a lot of Food Network at work while on my breaks and lunches.
I've just been watching a lot of like Food Network in general because
Drivers Dine-ins.
I don't really dig that show, but have you seen his Guys Grocery Games?
I saw part of an episode.
That show is really good.
It was pretty cool because like they had him go and grab different things, like one item from each aisle, and then you got to make food out of it. And the dude was making like sauce out of baby food, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, there was this one episode.
And apparently it worked.
There was this one episode where there was a chick who had brain cancer when she was 10 years old, and she survived it. And she was trying to do some amazing thing with her life. Like, I wanted her to win from the start of the episode. And at the end of the episode, you have to run around with a cart, and every item you grab from the aisles gives you $2,000, but it's specific items. Like, you have to grab an item for $279, and you have to grab one that has this on the box.
A certain type of barbecue sauce.
And normally, Guy just laughs at him and jokes with him as they're running down the aisles, but he was actually pointing out the items to her to help get her the money, which I think is really cool. That says a lot about his character.
Yeah, and he does seem like a hell of a nice guy.
He does. I mean, he's kind of a goofball and annoying as shit, but he seems like he's a pretty good guy.
That's like you describe me. An annoying goofball who's generally a good guy.
Annoying? What? No.
Dude, what's that over there?
What? Oh.
I saw Foxy behind you.
No. No.
Yeah, I wish I had a puppet.
Ow!
If I had a puppet, I'd just be like...
Yeah, see, that wouldn't do anything to me, but oh god, the game.
It would if I was like, dude, is something wrong with the camera? And then you lean forward and I'd be like, Foxy!
Foxy! It's like the Toasty.
Son of a bitch.
I want to replace Foxy's scream file now with Toasty! So it's just Foxy jumping out going, Toasty!
Like, well, now I know who got me. That reminds me, dude, I was looking at the stuff from Mortal Kombat X. That looks going to be pretty cool. And,
I have a cat making love to me. Well, making love to my leg. You need to not...
He's Frankie,
no claws. Paws, no claws.
He's a pimp.
I don't know what you heard about me, but you can't get $1 out of me.
That's right. Now he's gonna bite your throat.
So Mortal Kombat 10, I saw that there's like new characters like Johnny Cage's daughter.
Yeah.
Ow!
It was like Jax has a daughter and she's in the game, and that seems the kind of lazy story writing I would do, but it looks
just
okay.
The kids of everyone.
For the most part, I mean, like Kung Lao's nephew, which is weird. I'll just let him flip over.
But then he's gonna claw me. How about we do this, Frankie? There you go.
But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun game. You know, maybe I'll get it eventually. It's not exactly on my top of things to buy. There's so many other things. I've got like 20 things on my Steam wish list I haven't gotten yet.
God, let's see. I have a game called Identity that I kickstarted. I also kickstarted last year, which is... we talked about it the last time that Snap and I were on Unreal Talk, and it actually had the lawsuit stuff dropped, so it's all good to go.
Yeah, a lot of that going around.
Yeah, it's oh god, especially on YouTube. They will drop copyright infringement shit on anything that you put up.
I'm sure you've heard of Angry Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, I've watched Angry Joe's videos since the beginning. He's the whole reason I bought Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of on the ropes, and then I saw his review, and he was just singing its praises. And I'm like, holy shit, that sounds great. And this guy loves it, I might love it too. So I went back and watched his channel, and right when they did that whole copyright thing, and they redirected most of his viewership and profits to these other companies that owned the games that he was reviewing, he did the angriest rant I've ever seen. He wasn't screaming, he wasn't punching things, but you can see he was about to fucking cry. He was just so frustrated and mad.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And it was all because of that copyright bullshit.
Well, the thing is, the people who make money off of YouTube, that's their only source of income. They don't get anything else. They have to pay for health insurance and everything else out of pocket. They don't get benefits, nothing. So if someone does that, that's huge, because that's their savings, their retirement, everything right there going to someone else, even though they're doing all of the work for it.
Even the interviews he did with game creators, the system was just arbitrarily going through and going like, oh wait, no, that belongs to so-and-so, redirect. That belongs to so-and-so, redirect. And yeah, I mean, I'm guessing he got over it and it got fixed because he's still making videos. But yeah.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I can't discuss too much about it, but we have videos ourselves that have been hit with copyright infringement things, even though we have full permissions from the game developer to use their games in videos and everything. We've even told YouTube, hey guys, we have permission to do this. And they're like, well, it's going to take a month and a half before we give you a response. And it's like, come on, I'm a partner with them.
Yeah, and Blip TV, while I understand they're not actually giving away as much money as they used to, is still a viable option.
I don't even know what Blip TV is.
That's where Spoonie and the Nostalgia Critic and Angry Joe does some stuff there. But yeah, a lot of them actually have gone to Blip, although I've heard Blip isn't paying what it used to. But it's all advertising, and unfortunately, as we all know, advertising is about as effective as a screen door on a submarine at this point. Because really, when was the last time you actually paid attention to a goddamn commercial?
When I first got cable over a year ago. Exactly.
Because you got a DVR, right?
Yeah.
You got to stop the thing and then wait a minute and then just fast forward.
I don't even watch TV. I just, I record what I like, and that's pretty much it. That's all I do.
See? And, I'm watching videos, I've been, just marathoning Spoonie's videos, trying to get caught up. And I'm mostly there, because I watched a bunch of his stuff in segments. But there's always the same 5 ads for Geico at the beginning of every fucking thing.
Right.
It's like, maybe you didn't contact Geico because their commercials are fucking annoying.
It's like on...
If I ever get a car, I'm not getting Geico just to spite you.
Oh, man, there's been ads for SteamWorld on YouTube recently. I don't know if you've seen it. Every channel that I've watched is just SteamWorld. It's a 3DS game, and it's a 15-second commercial that you can't skip. And it's like, cool, I understand that you want to advertise your game, but have fucking different commercials.
Yeah. And then there's the Chili's commercials. Those are getting on my nerves, too.
But
I've seen a lot of those on
Well,
YouTube.
every time I see a Chili's commercial, I get hungry, and then I'm like, well, fuck, I don't want to cook that food, but I don't want to go Chili's because I can cook it better than they can.
Yeah, because that's white people Mexican food.
Yeah, it's Tex-Mex. It's not real Mexican.
That's not even Tex-Mex. That's just straight up Tex. So you could pay for your meal on an app screen at your table? No.
Oh, they have what Applebee's has now?
Yeah, and they don't even put cockroaches in the salsa like you're supposed to. How do you get authentic Mexican salsa without little bits of cockroaches in it?
That's just wrong. I hate cockroaches, yeah.
But you can't even get cockroaches out here anyway.
Funny story about that. I had a family member who I don't talk to anymore, whose house was so incredibly fucking dirty, they actually had roaches.
Here in Reno.
Yep.
You gotta work, because they can't even live in this environment. You must be doing something to make them stay.
5 piles of trash bags that were stacked at least 10 bags high.
How do you even do
and
that?
5 wide.
That's
So they were trash pyramids, and there were 5 of them in the house.
the Great Trash Pyramids of Reno.
How hard is it to take your fucking trash to the dumpster?
Apparently really hard.
Like, granted, my trash gets a little full sometimes, but I don't have 20 bags. If I have, like, 2 bags of trash, I'm like, I better take this shit out.
I don't even have room to talk. I haven't taken the trash out in over a year. Because someone else always beats me to it. Because she's all responsible.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, my girlfriend always like, I want to clean this. And I'm like, no, why? And she's like, I'm going to clean it. And I'm like, all right, I guess.
I'm like, fine. Do the cleaning. Twist my arm. I'll let you do it. But yeah, I don't know. Five Nights at Freddy's. It was fun. I mean, I would go back and play the other games and, you know. But it's just going to be diminishing returns because that's really all jump scares are good for.
Yeah.
And the only fun you can have after that is then inviting friends over and have them play it and
well,
then
you
laugh
watch.
at them.
Well, you watch.
Yeah. Yeah. And laugh. Don't forget to laugh. Makes them feel better if you point and laugh every time they freak out.
But on the plus side, it did bring us to a whole new level of things called What Gamers Say.
Yeah. Which, I mean, a lot of it is kind of like, well, we'll get around to doing that. That's going to be a separate thing.
Yeah, you'll see that.
Yeah. We're going to do that later. But
yeah.
I guess we're running out of stuff to... I mean, we've already gone around the circle 5 times on side tracks. I don't even know... We started one place, we went another, and it's like... Fuck it, okay, Five Nights at Freddy's 3. It's $8. You can't go wrong at $8.
Yeah, if you haven't tried it, just fucking get it, play it. It's fun. It really is.
The last game I bought for that low of a price... Rumble Roses on the PS2.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I
mean, my wrist was hurting for a little while afterwards.
That's the only... It's like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. That's all it's good for.
Just saying. It's good for something. But, you know, for that low of a price, you really can't go wrong. I mean, that buying that game was actually cheaper than buying a porno. So I saved money.
People pay for porn?
Some people. Huh. Especially when they're being recorded on media that can be traced back.
True.
They all pay for everything. Ever.
Yeah.
Yay, capitalism. Bye.
You people. Check out me and my buddy Snap's channel over at Killsteel Gaming.
And keep watching videos here, too. Don't just run off and watch all their shit.
Yeah, well, you'll see them. We'll see. We're always talking to each other. As
captivating as their videos are.
Yeah, check them out. We play a lot of video games. We do a lot of fun type stuff. And, yeah, that's it for us.
Yeah.
Peace, yo.
Boogity, 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 boogity. Aha!